Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Chironis Things. I just got this Acebeam keychain flashlight in the mail today from Acebeam, so I'm pretty excited to check it out. It's called the Keylite 500. It says USB-C keychain light. I love keychain flashlights. Like I can never get enough of these, so I'm always down to try a new one. So based on the box here, we're looking at 500 lumens, 19 grams, and of course USB-C recharging. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this. There we go. And of course they always pack a lot of stuff in here. They usually add some pretty nice accessories. I don't know that we'll get all that with a keychain flashlight, but that's okay. There we go. Let's get that box out of the way. What are we working with here? All right, little tiny lanyard there, nice. And then of course we have, looks like a manual and product certification. All right, let's check this out. USB A to C charging cable. All right, and here we have our flashlight. Like the color on it. Acebeam tends to have some really good looking colors. They just pop. Very boxy design, but that's fine because it's so tiny. I mean, look at that. That thing is small. So there's our little button here. Here's our USB-C charging. Oh, I thought that was going to be rubber or something. No, that's like part of the metal there, and it just folds out to 90 degrees. I like that. That feels quality. I like that a lot. It feels so much higher quality than the rubber flap. So USB-C recharging. And that's magnetic too, so that just pops right down there. There's your little mechanism there that's controlling it in the back. All right, let's turn this thing on. Okay, so that's interesting. So it looks like it starts off on the high mode and works its way down. Does it have memory mode? It does. So if you leave it off on low, it'll turn on low, and same thing with high and medium. It does have a turbo mode when I double click it, and even a strobe mode at triple click. So basic user interface settings, love it. There we've got a battery indicator. So green, so I'm gonna be good on battery. Looks like it cuts off after a couple seconds. Double LED emitter setup there. Nice. Oh, and it's got a hold for moonlight mode as well. All right, guys. Well, I really like that so far. All right, guys. I've had a couple weeks to carry and use this Acebeam Keylite 500 now, so I'll give you some updated thoughts on this. I do think that it is extremely easy to carry. I really like the flap here. This is not magnetic, by the way. It's just a spring tension in there. But either way, this is such a big upgrade over those rubber flaps. I do feel like after I kind of looked at this in comparison to my other keychain flashlights, that there's a lot of keychain flashlights with weird user interfaces. I've even gotten some more keychain flashlights into review from other brands while I've been checking this one out. And they pretty much all come with just odd user interfaces. It seems like Acebeam really tries to keep things to where their user base is happy, you know, the flashlight community. And so going with the standard click on, click off, hold the cycle through modes, double click for turbo, and hold from off for moonlight mode. That is perfect. And that has made this much more enjoyable to use and to carry by using a good user interface. 500 lumens out of a little tiny keychain flashlight is plenty. It seems like a lot of these companies now are coming out with big lumens on little keychains. It's really surprising, but that's great getting 500 lumens. Button is super easy to click. I find that I mostly use it kind of sideways like this since the button's up there, and I hold it that way. I think the thing that's kind of holding this back for me is that it does not have a magnet. I know that's not a huge deal for everyone, but for me, I think I would carry it more often if it did have a magnet. Otherwise, though, I think it's a pretty nice flashlight. A couple things I'll throw up for you guys. First, I'll throw up the size dimensions just so you have them. And then also, I will now throw up the performance number so you have that as well. So to finish this off, yeah, we'll take a look at some beam shots just to end off the video. But for price, we are looking at, I believe this is on sale for $13 right now on Amazon. So if you're like me and you like having a keychain flashlight, definitely grab it. If you don't have a good keychain flashlight yet, I think for $13, Acebeam is probably some of the best quality that you're going to get. I review other keychain flashlights that might be, $20, $25 that have a lot of features and they can be pretty neat to have, but they may not have the same reputation that Acebeam does. So I would definitely say pick this up if you don't already have a good keychain flashlight. I think you'll definitely enjoy having the USB-C flap behind that, and the fact that it is USB-C recharging on the keychain flashlight's nice. Overall, this is a good product, and I will say I did throw on a Acebeam lanyard. This did not come with it. I took this off of a different Acebeam uh, light that I had. So anyways, this is what I'm working with. Definitely enjoying it for what it is, and I do recommend it. So check this out, and we'll look at some beam shots real quick. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.